What's up guys, we're here back again with another Division 2 build video. Welcome back. Today's build is my best skill build for the Division 2. Today, yes guys, this is an amazing build. You can use this, Legendary Missions, Big Thumbs Doodle. You will be absolutely MVP with this. Skill damage, team damage, any kind of damage. Guys, it hits like a monster truck. It's that powerful. And then we take a look at solo content. Now, solo heroics, easy. Easy peasy. Solo, control point, level 4, heroic world, directives on, whatever you want to put on, it is easy. Summit, it is easy. It's great. This is a build I highly recommend for 99% of content. Obviously, don't take this in the raid, because the raid is predominantly a DPS check, so you don't need that for this particular setup. But, guys, it is super strong, and it should be your #1 loadout build. But, of course, if you enjoyed the build, you enjoyed the video, thumbs doodle. Guys, trust me, thumbs doodle, it helps. And then if you're new to the channel, drop the WOOO bomb on the sub button, ding the bell to be notified when I upload my content. Guys, let's move this. Now you can see the background, guys, I'm somewhere different, and that's a bit of feedback I've had from a subscriber to say, get out of the range, get out of the boo. We don't want to see the boo anymore, we want to see somewhere different, so get your ass around DC. So guys, you'll see my ass around DC. Now, the build. You can see, guys, I'm rolling with Technician. It is just go-to on this build. Now, there are two huge benefits, and there's one that I am absolutely taking a hold of, and the one that I'm not, and that is that 10% skill damage is a big yay. Get it on there, that 10% skill damage goes a long way, and also, if you can, it's that passive skill tier. That passive skill tier gives you the ability to offer either A, an extra 170k armor to get you around about 913k armor, or B, some extra weapon damage. Now, that is entirely up to you. I don't have that on this build. I don't, it's just the way these guys, I don't have the perfect pieces that I need to pop on this build. Status effects builds, yeah, cool, happy days. But when it comes to skill damage, I don't have the right piece I need to take full advantage of this. But in all honesty, guys, you don't need it. It's not a big thing. It is not a big thing at all. I'm an aggressive skill builder, so I am in your face. That's how I play. Now with this, I rarely go down, guys, rarely. Just don't happen. It is powerful. It is super duper powerful. Now, what you'll see with this Technician is you go to that 10% skill damage. Guys, really, just don't look past that. Get it on. Even if you haven't got, again, that blue or red piece that takes full advantage of Technician, it's irrelevant. The 10% skill damage speaks volumes, so get that on. Then, guys, you can see with this, I'm 726k armor, I'm 315k health. There is no reds and there's no blues. There are a few blue minor attributes which we'll go through very shortly. So, guys, let's go through the build. The mask. The mask is Empress International. Amazing. This brand set is what you need on your skill builds. Trust me, it is immense. Now, you're getting 10% skill health, okay? That's a decent amount of kick, and that's going to help on this, your drone and your turret. 10% skill health. You're going to get 10% skill damage. Brilliant. You need that. For skill builds, that is essential. Then 10% skill efficiency. What efficiency does, it boosts your skill damage, your skill repair, your status effects, skill duration, etc., etc. by 10%. So you get an extra 10%. So with this, you're getting 20% skill damage, as per the Empress International brand set. So guys, you would be silly not to use the free piece on any build that you put together using a skill build or even a hybrid build. Free piece is where you want to be with this. And the way I kind of set this up is skill damage everywhere. Get skill damage on every piece. Armor regen on most pieces possible. That's a given. That will really help with that survivability. That little bit of tick of armor is, well, it pays dividends. And then my mod's a skill haste, where I'm losing a little bit of skill haste. So that's the way I've kind of set out the build. You don't have to go with skill haste, you can go with skill duration. You lose a few seconds off your drone and turret, but still, your drone and turret may last a little bit longer. Something to bear in mind how you want to switch this up. Now, in terms of the holster, guys, you know what the holster is the waveform holster. And again, I have not re-rolled this yet. I know when I do re-roll it, it's going to be worse, because generally that's what happens. My RNG with crafting and just, yeah, he's crap. So I'm going to leave that as is. It is what it is. Waveform holster is the exotic you want on a skill damage build. This is what you need. It's just going to elevate your skills, and it works so well with the drone and the turret. So waveform, yes, guys, you get this at level 90 in season. So make sure when you grind through that, you get this piece and you're laughing all the way to the WOOO bank. Trust me. Alternating current. Generate a stack of 3% skill damage on one of your skills every second. Caps at 10 stacks. Guys, that's 30%. After 10 seconds at the cap of the stacks transfer to your other skill. The process then repeats ad infinitum. So yes, you are going to get that extra 30% skill damage. Nice, nice, and more nice, guys. Just do it. It's very, very simple. This is a wonderful piece and just elevates your skill builds. So guys, yeah, I don't need to say any more. Get it on. Now the second piece of Empress International is this piece, and that is the Kneepads. And they, again, skill damage, big bada boom, and some hazard protection. Why I've opted for hazard protection, just a little bit of survivability, a bit of extra survivability on the build. I mean, you could go for armor regen, good choice. You could go for skill haste, another good choice. But I wanted a little bit of hazard protection. I think that may help me a little bit. You talking nades, you talking when they're spamming those, you know, guys. You get a bit frustrated, because I do. And that just gives me that little bit extra chance to stay alive and stay in the game. And it does. It's paid dividends a number of times when I've been using this build. So that 10% hazard protection goes a long way. And the last piece of Empress International is this. And you can see, guys, it's Gold Sausage Roll. It's skill damage and armor regeneration. Then we look at the backpack. The backpack is this piece. Now, this is perhaps one of my favourite pieces ever in the Division 2. Now, I had to kind of farm for this, and I must have had about a dozen of these drop, and they were all pretty shit in all fairness. But this piece, it rolled with Skill Haste Max. I thought happy days, and then it was funny for skill damage, which was great, but it was about 8%. It was something naff. So, re-rolled it, get it on. Now, the Force Multiplier, we know what it does. Guys, we know what it does now. It's combined arms, but this is the perfect version. So you can see with this, it's Skill Haste and Skill Damage as per the Hanayu Corporation brand set bonuses. Now the attributes, again, Gold Sausage Roll, you can see, but it's all about perfect combined arms. Now before I go any further, someone's going to say to me in the comment section, I use tech support because it's guaranteed 25%. It is, and it's great. Tech support is a wonderful talent. I'm not saying it's a bad talent. It is a wonderful talent. However, I'm not always relying on me getting the skill kills. What I'm relying on with this is me shooting. And why it's so important that I'm shooting, because I'm rolling with a capacitor, which builds up them stacks. And those stacks work hand in hand. They marry perfectly with perfect combined arms. There you go. You have the option of perfect tech support, or you can go with combined arms. Think about it, guys. Think about it. It is entirely up to you. But my playstyle benefits this talent, and I like the extra 5% skill damage. So that's what I prefer. If you don't want to risk it for your biscuit, then stay with tech support. That's fine. That's the option that you have. Anyways, shooting an enemy increases total skill damage by 30% for 3 seconds. Again, just shooting will consistently add this up. It refreshes once you hit an enemy. This is why I like this particular talent. Perfect combined arms, great talent. This is a great piece. Happy days. Now the chest piece, this is where it's all singing or dancing. You need, yes, the second piece, Hanayu, which is that 10% skill damage, speaks volumes, of course. Skill damage max, skill haste. Now, I'll be honest, guys, I'll be honest with you. Now let's just cut the build just there a second. Let's just talk about optimization. Yeah, it's had this massive nerf. However, I'm not too impressed. I'm not. I sell a lot of crap that I get. And I deconstruct a lot of crap as well, to the point it's like, it is what it is. We know we pick up in the game lots and lots of junk, but still, it's like, yeah. So I've managed to have this re-rolled once, from 11.2% to 11.4%. Now, the 75% nerf, guys, still, I'm not going to use this. I'm not going to use it because I don't want to waste all these resources just for 0.2%. Because it's so minuscule, it isn't worth it. So, let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm not a fan of this optimization crap, but let me know what you think. With this, skill damage, skill haste, and another 12% skill haste mod, kinetic momentum. When in combat, each skill generates a stack while active or not on cooldown. Stacks increase your total skill damage by 1% and your total skill repair by 2%, up to 15 stacks per skill lost when on cooldown. So this is an excellent chest piece talent. Now, if you're going to do legendary content, forget about glass cannon. If you want to go glass cannon, by all means, do it. That's fine. However, you know with glass cannon how it works. You are so susceptible to go down very quickly. And if you're on my team and you're wearing glass cannon, I will become very frustrated. You're wearing glass cannon. It's like, no, you are a magnet to die very quickly. Unless, again, you are an absolute ninja with dodging those nades and those drones. For me, I would like a little bit of hazard protection, a little bit more survivability, and of course, kinetic momentum, which is, I feel, the best chest piece talent for skill damage in the game, because you don't get that incoming massive, huge amount of damage. Bear that in mind. Kinetic momentum, great, and that's what elevates this build even higher and works perfectly with the drone and the turret. That's the gear. Let's take a look at the weapons. The capacitor, excellent AR. This is the in my opinion, now the best AR in the game by far. It's just, again, for skill builds, for hybrids, yes, in that niche, happy days. And with this, again, I've not done much to it because I cannot be bothered because my RNG is atrocious. However, it's quite nice as is. Capacitance. Shooting enemies builds stacks to a cap of 40. Each stack grants 1.5% skill damage, and after 5 seconds, stacks decay 1 per second. So 1.5% skill damage, again, from that 40, that is 60% skill damage. Boom, that's why I want this on my gun, it's great. And then for each skill tier, you gain 7.5% total weapon damage. Great, that is awesome. And that is an extra 45% weapon damage. You see now why I like this? Nice way you could use perfectly in sync, where you get 40% weapon damage and 40% skill damage. This is better. It is better. So that's what I would opt for in this build. And it works again perfectly with perfect combined arms, because you're stacking the capacitance talent and perfect combined arms. That's potential 60% there and then 30% there. So 90% just chest piece backpack. Sorry, chest piece weapon backpack. Then you have crit chance, rounds, crit damage, and of course weapon handling. Secondary is a harmony. I'm using that because that, again, if we run out of ammo, still got that nice sexy whack of skill damage and weapon damage. This is an excellent choice to have as your secondary. In terms of mods, crit chance rounds, crit chance and critical hit damage. Sidearm, don't worry guys, don't worry. Someone always says, but why are you using that? Guys, I don't use it. It's just there for show. I don't give two hoots. Trust me, guys. It is there for show. So don't worry too much about that. It is what it is. But it is the TDI card custom. It's got in sync on there, which is nice. The extra skill damage. It's only 30% when max, but that's fine. Again, I do not use this weapon unless it is necessary. So don't worry. It's all about capacitance. I use that 99.9% of the time. Now, guys, let's take a look at the skills. First skill is your Striker Drone, which has a cooldown of 12.5 seconds and 86,782 damage, which is good. Guys, it's good. There's room for a little bit, I must say a little bit, a minuscule amount of improvement, but this is great. This is what you want. This is exactly where you want to be. Nice, sexy weapon damage. Boom, boom. It is great. And couple that with the hazard protection, with the armor regen, there's a lot more survivability, what you would believe on the build. Now, with this, in terms of mods, there's duration, there's health, and there's 4.8% damage. Now, the second skill is the Assault Turret, which has a 127,734 damage. Nice, I like this. And again, this will be much, much higher once the ball starts to turn. And again, I've been hitting some 380, 390k damage on the dogs. Yes, nice. Some really sexy damage. That's no future initiative, boost crap, nothing like that. Solo, that's what's been happening. It is super duper powerful, and it works very, very nicely, guys. So the Assault Turret is amazing. If you didn't know that already, it's amazing. It's a great skill to have. In terms of mods, guys, they are damage, they are health, and they are skill haste. Again, if you can get a bit more health on there, nice. But as you can see, damage is definitely needed on the build. Let's take a look at the stats. That's when we're in the open world, so don't worry, again, as I say with any skill build, don't worry too much about your crit chance, crit damage, headshot damage. It is irrelevant, because you are tickling, you're just like a marshmallow shooting anyway, so don't worry too much about that. What you need to focus on is again that skill damage, that those status effects, that skill haste, so on, so on. That they need to be your priorities when building something like this. So don't worry about that. Anything which is good with this is a bonus, definitely. So don't worry about the current current stats on your weapons. And then we take a look at the armor regen. So you're looking at about 10k armor regen on the build. So you have that nice little bit of trinket of survivability and that little trickle just consistently coming into you, which is great. And that just keeps you alive and in the fight a bit longer, which is brilliant. And that's what you want. With this, you can see 20% hazard protection. Again, it's not a massive amount, but it helps. It helps on legendary content. Trust me, it really, really does. It keeps you alive a little bit longer. So that hazard protection is great. And skill haste is 109.5%. And again, with that, guys, this is where what you could do with the build. You could take a look at your mods on here, and because I tell you, I'm going to take the skill haste off because an extra 36% there. I can take that off. Maybe just take one off and put some skill duration on, say 10% skill duration to make sure my turret lasts a bit longer. That's great. What I found whilst doing this is that in legendary missions, your drone will go down after a time anyway through damage. So for me, I thought I'm not going to benefit with the duration on the drone. Now with the turret, would it help there? And I found I was more so picking it up from time to time and relocating it. And it was very, very rare that it would go down due to the duration. That's what I found. So I thought, screw it, I'd just use skill haste to get it back a little bit quicker. So more damage over time. That's kind of what was going through my mind. So I just went skill haste. But again, you let me know what you think in the comment section. But I just, on this, I prefer the skill haste. I think it works the same. But there you go. That's the build. If you can add a little bit of armor on there to replace a skill tier, I think you've got the perfect build, guys. It's perfect. I've ran this now for 3 days. I've been playing with a build very, very, very similar for about 6 months, and I rarely go down. You just don't go down, and it's nice to have that bit of armor regen that has a protection, but it's such a sexy build, and it's so basic, yet it is so highly performing. So if you are new to the game, get this on. Get this on, get it working. If you haven't got the waveform holster, do not worry. That's not a problem. What I would do then is look at a piece that will offer you that extra bit of survivability. That's what I would do. But then get skill damage on there. Happy days. Maybe total armor. That may work. Maybe go something AR damage. So again, to boost your AR damage from the capacitor. You have so many different options. That's a good thing. But overall, guys, this build, it's kind of best in slot really for an amazing kick-ass skill build. I really, really like this, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, thumbs doodle. And of course, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.